All right, now that you finished the exploration at the top of the page here, and we looked at three sides, and we moved them all around, we thought about the question, are the triangles congruent, and does it happen every time? What I need you to know is that if three sides of one triangle congruent to three sides of another triangle, then your triangles will always be congruent. Exclamation point. No matter what, they will always be congruent. And we call that side, side, side. S, S, S. Side, side, side. So when we're looking at these triangles, we need to decide, is there enough information to call them congruent? We think about the things that we learned earlier with what we can add. In question A, we notice that we do have this shared side that goes down the middle. And whenever we have that, we can add our reflexive marks. And so it turns out that these are congruent. Yes, congruent. By side, side, side. And that's all we have to do. Look at question B. We have this point right here. It looks like it's the midpoint, but it never says anywhere that it is the midpoint, so we do not know. Equal question mark? We do not know that those are equal. There is nothing else that we can add to this. So we simply say congruent? No. Not enough information. Not enough information. We do not know that those triangles are congruent. If we move on to question C, now it does have a statement here that says M is the midpoint, and it tells you that it's the midpoint of CD and AB. So let's explore our triangle. Put your pencil on C, trace all the way to D, and know that M is the midpoint, so we can put tick marks on there, and in this case we put tick marks between C and D. It also tells us that M is the midpoint of AB, so then we put our pencil on A. We trace all the way to B. Again, M is the midpoint, and now on the red line, we can also put tick marks. And so now we look at this triangle, and do we have enough information to prove them congruent by side, side, side? The question is, are there marks on all of the sides? And we say, yes, they are congruent by side, side, side. There are tick marks on all sides. If we look at question D, we only have tick marks here and here. In this case, we do not know if this is a midpoint. And so we cannot add marks like we did in question C. So then we say that congruent, no, not enough information. We don't know that they are congruent. Then we look at question E, and again, we have this shared side down the middle, and it turns out that that shared side is reflexive. And then we just ask ourselves, do we have tick marks on everything? Yes, we do. They are congruent by side, side, side. Looking at F, do we have the reflexive property here? Question mark. Do these two triangles touch, or is there a gap? And because there is a gap, we cannot use the reflexive property. We do not have tick marks. On all sides. So are these triangles congruent? No, they are not congruent. not enough information. All right, you're going to give your homework a try. You have a paper to work on. When you are done with that, please visit quietly and be respectful of those around you. And I will see you on Wednesday.